Hey, alright, welcome to the Tuesday. I'm Ultra David.
And I'm James Chen. How's everybody going? Dude, they can totally hear the mouse click, I bet. Like when I click on the main camera view.
Haven't they always been able to?
I'm sure they can, but it's just funny because it's such a total giveaway that the camera's coming on when you hear that mouse click. So.
Yeah. Well, so what are we going to talk about? We'll talk about Vega in Street Fighter V. We'll talk about Rash in Killer Instinct. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about events that have happened and various data surrounding them, like results, but also Evo numbers. We'll talk about upcoming events, including some cool Guilty Gear stuff. We'll talk about games such as Rising Thunder and
other stuff.
Splatoon.
Yes.
And then, of course, there's always other stuff to talk about too.
That's right. So
let's start with Vega.
So, yeah, that one caught me by surprise. When it came out of nowhere, right? I was just like, wait, why did I forgot there was a Gamescom thing going on. And when is that going on?
It's this week.
Because he's supposed to be playable, right?
Yeah.
So isn't there any video footage of him yet or anything?
Look for it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it seriously came out of nowhere, and honestly, it was a character I was not expecting at all.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about it. Like, I wasn't even thinking of Vega for some strange reason. And if I was going to pick one of the 4 bosses that wasn't Bison, who's already there, I think that I would have thought they'd put, like, Sagat in there.
I probably would have expected Sagat, yeah.
Yeah, like, from a story-wise aspect, you'd want him, but I guess maybe he's just another fireball uppercut guy. I don't know.
Maybe so. I don't know. It sounds like they're really making a lot of changes to Vega, right?
Right, yeah. Uh-huh.
Just like right off the bat, I feel like he looks different. He's, like, beefier.
Well, he has a shirt on now.
He has a shirt. It's a little puffy shirt. Mm-hmm. And he has like these thick legs. I don't know if you noticed it, but like he is built now. I thought he looked totally different. And in the little like bio, that they put up, he's 6'1" and 185.
Wow.
All right, Vega, been working out.
I still weigh more than Vega.
Probably good. It's probably good 30 over what I got right now. But I'm coming from the gym. This is my gym. When I go to the gym, I just wear shirts that I get at random tournaments.
Really?
Yeah.
I wear the shirts.
So if you're running a tournament and you give me a shirt, this is probably how I'm going to use it.
Dude, come on! Look! Check this shirt out. This is awesome. This is the Third Strike Yoshihara Game shirt.
It is really cool. I have to say,
Arcade Shock shirt. This is super cool. So yeah, there you go.
That is cool.
Good stuff.
Vega.
Vega. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, right off the bat, very interesting. Before you fight a bunch, you get hit a bunch, your claw gets knocked off. Your same character, less range. Try to get your claw back on.
And we've been saying that's stupid for like 20 years.
Yeah, pretty much. And sure enough, in this game, now he literally has like modes, like stances, almost kind of like Gen. He's got claw and no claw, which he can choose to sheath or unsheath during the battle.
Right, in fact, he can cancel into it.
Oh, so it's just like a special move then.
I mean, it was in the reveal trailer. So they show him doing close fierce. And it's canceled into him like putting the thing away. And then they show that same close fierce again, and it's this whole like up down sort of motion. It's this big old motion. And the second time it happens, they go through the whole thing, and it looks a little bit like SF4 Vega close fierce. Which is probably just stand fierce because there's no more close.
That's true. That's true.
So anyway, they showed what I think is stand fierce cancel into.
Put on the claw?
No, get rid of the claw.
Oh, get rid of the claw. Okay.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. And then they said that if you lose the claw, you can't get it back. Like, it just gets knocked off and that's it.
Right.
You're done, pretty much. And so, I mean, obviously, a lot of things keep changing. Some people in the chat are all saying, well, it's not necessarily final yet. Yeah, nothing's final yet, obviously. But, I mean, just the stuff that they're trying to do seems really, really interesting. And then, of course, today, I guess, I don't know where it was revealed or where it was talked about, but they said that currently, in his current state, Vega is not a charge character.
Right.
And that is crazy. And hang on.
Yeah, I'll just. No.
Hey, welcome everybody. Oh no, I hit the wrong camera, dude. I totally pulled. an Evo Mortal Kombat stream. There we go.
Oh man, if you don't know what he's talking about, so at Evo, I had to take a whiz, which I do in like half of all my commentary sets because I have to drink so much coffee in order to wake up. And I had to take a whiz. And so I left, and I couldn't tell anybody about it because just the setup there.
That's the way stream works.
Like, I can't say on the mic, I can't be like, hey guys,
I'm going to go pee.
Because then everybody can hear it. So I just bolted.
Right.
And then I guess they hadn't realized it.
Well, I kept doing commentary. The worst part about it is whenever that happens, so people don't know, I do commentary like I'm talking to you.
Right.
Like, I'll ask you questions and say stuff and be like, right? Or ask you like,
oh dude,
real? That was kind of neat. Oh, did you see how he did that? Like, I'll actually say stuff like that.
That's very smart.
And then the match ended and they shifted the camera back to me and I'm sitting there and there's no one next to me and I'm like, well...
And then I just popped back in on camera.
Yeah, and I was like, well, thanks for making me look like a fool, more like a fool.
That's
funny,
I'm
yeah. Talking to nobody.
That's funny.
Oh, man. But yeah. Is that video flicker still going on? This was happening a while ago when I was trying to stream Rising Thunder. So people are saying that the flicker is still there. So one of the things is, I was actually talking to Mondo recently. He actually said, so the 3 camera angles that we have right now, which is this camera angle, we have the James camera angle, right? Boom. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. Which you can see my new soul figure here.
Oh, cool.
And if you go to the David camera, kapow! There you go. And you can see the Dizzy figure back over there, too, as well.
Oh, yeah. Look at this.
But they're all the same camera. They're all the same camera. The Logitech C920s.
The same kind of camera.
Yeah, the exact same model. And Mondo was like, that's a bad idea. Those cameras have a problem when you have more than one. Like, you can't adjust things. And he actually recommended getting like a C10, a C20, and a C... Well,
whatever.
3 different models of Logitech to actually make it better. But I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah. So we're just going to stick with this angle in any case. So
yeah, I see it flickering.
Yeah, I can see it too. And it's interesting because it's happening.
It's on the computer.
Yeah, it's obviously happening because it's happening on our XSplit here. So yeah.
Yeah, anyways. We'll look into that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what do you think about Vega as this quite different character? Because it's not just the stance change.
Right.
And it's not even just the potential he's not a charge character anymore. Mm-hmm. It's that he has a command grab. So it's like his style of play must be so different in order for him to have a command grab.
I know, because otherwise
he can't be he can't be like the mid-range control character anymore, right? Like,
right.
He can't be the footsie's character in the same sort of dominant way that he's always been.
Right.
Like sometimes he has other stuff too, but he's always that dominant footsie's character. And
I'm still
I don't know how they square that with command grab.
One of his moves is he throws a rose. It looks like his V skill.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to guess it is. He throws a rose, and then wherever he throws it, he charges into that direction.
Yeah.
So it almost seems like he has a automatically homing, tracking.
I don't think it's homing.
So do you think it's going to be like hold down and hit the button, hold forward, and so he throws it in 3 different directions?
Yeah.
Okay. But dude, that means he kind of has a projectile?
Right. It's like bullet lock-on, kind of.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. But can you imagine, what if it actually had projectile properties? So you're sitting there fighting Ryu.
Oh, V-trigger. It's his V-trigger, not... I still get that mixed up. Apologies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it might have been his V skill. I actually honestly thought that might have just been his V skill.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to be like Charlie then he's going to have just a 1 activate V trigger then.
Yeah, I think the skill is like a dodge and then you can turn it into an attack.
Okay.
Sort of thing.
Because the thing about it is, okay, so let's say it is a V trigger, right? What if Ryu throws a fireball and you activate V trigger, the rose hits the fireball and then you teleport through and like punish him?
Could be.
That would be pretty sick, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of questions because he's so clearly different than before. I feel like if, when Ryu was announced, first of all, everybody knew.
Right.
But on top of that, you sort of have an idea about how Ryu's going to play. Same with Chun-Li.
Yeah, even Chun-Li looked the same. Cammy looked mostly the same.
Cammy's basically Cammy.
Yeah.
Right? When you start getting into Nash and Birdie, they're different. But even Bison, even though he's different, he's not like a totally different character.
Right.
But it seems like Vega is a totally different character in a way that even Birdie isn't.
Right. Yeah.
Even Birdie is still a command grab character who has these far normals, which he's always had, and he still has the dash. He's always has that stuff. Whereas as Vega is just going to be, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. I will agree with.
I'm really excited.
I really will agree something with one of the things that some people in the chat are mentioning. I really feel like Street Fighter V is trying to take a page out of the Mortal Kombat games right now, and is really, really trying hard to make everybody's face look really ugly.
Okay. Alright.
Because I'm sorry, Vega he just looks messed up.
I gotta tell you, I think he looks okay.
You think so?
I'm surprised at myself for thinking that, because
okay.
I tend to be critical, and
Right.
like I've said, I think that almost all the games that I enjoy playing, I think are ugly.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But
fair enough.
But actually, I think that Vega looks okay.
Okay,
to be honest.
Yeah, because Ken looks kind of weird. Cammy's nose is a little bizarre.
It's maybe what it is that I don't care that much. That honestly could be it.
Yeah, okay, that could be true.
That could be
true. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Chun-Li. I like the Chun-Li because they finally gave her a Chinese nose, as I've mentioned before, because she's always had a white nose.
Right.
So, it's definitely kind of cool. So
I just like that Vega looks a little bit different. Like I said, he's a little beefier. He's got the shirt on, and that I think very much fits with him just being a different character, with having this a ground command grab.
Yeah, without the claw. Apparently,
right.
He only gets the command grab without
Correct.
the claw. I don't know. It just sounds really cool. Like, I don't know. I'm excited by it. Like, I have never been interested in Vega. Like, since the beginning of time, Vega has never... Actually, maybe when Champion Edition first came out, I wanted to play Vega.
Sure.
Because you couldn't play him before, and he was the boss, right? And so I was like, yeah. And then Hyper Fighting, he was really bad because he was way too good in Champion Edition. Well, still wasn't good enough. He was
really good in Champion.
He wasn't good enough, but he was really good. He was really good. But then from then on... Actually, you know what? When Super first came out, I really liked Vega because he gained moves.
Yeah, as opposed to having a total of 8 animations, like in Hyper Fighting.
And his standing kicks, like, I still remember when Super first came out, like, me and my brother could not get over how good his animations looked.
Yeah, they did.
We were just like, oh my god, these standing kicks
You're
look
right.
so good.
You're right.
And then Super Turbo, he just became the biggest pain in the ass in the world, and then I just didn't...
He was my first ever main character in a fighting game.
That's so crazy. I would have never picked you.
Well, I mean, I figured things out and sort of changed how I wanted to play. But yeah, my first character I ever mained was ST Vega.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, from a tournament standpoint, my first main was Honda.
Right.
In Street Fighter 2, which is weird.
No,
right?
It's early, and you figure stuff out. So.
Yeah. Plus, another thing, I played Honda a lot in Street Fighter 2 because no one did. Because
right.
everyone thought he sucked. But then I found out that jab headbutt was invincible, and then I started just blowing up everybody. See, this was when things like that were unknown. Nobody had ever tried doing headbutts with the jab button. They'd only done fierce and strong. Fierce. That's it. That's all anybody had ever done. And then one day someone's like, the jab one's invincible, and like my whole Honda world changed.
Yeah.
And then me and my brother and our other friend went to a tournament at Castle Park. And we got first, second, and third place.
Dang, you guys. Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so there you go.
Shout outs to you.
And totally, this was like one of our first tournaments too, and I was already playing the meta game. There was one guy who used Ryu who was really, really good, right? And no, actually, he was just a good player, and so the three of us were like, we want to take first, second, and third, right? And so we had to beat this guy.
Okay.
And I had to play him for the third place spot, or just to get into top 3, right? And so within earshot of him, because he had saw me playing Honda the whole entire time, I was like, man, I really can't fight Shotos because fireballs blow up Honda really badly.
Oh, what a
right?
jerk.
And so then we went up to the machine. He immediately went to Ryu, picked him, and I switched to Dalsum because Dalsum blew up Ryu in that game, and then I beat him.
Okay.
And he was not happy about that.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
You hustled him.
Yeah. One of our very first. I think that was literally my first Street Fighter 2 tournament, and I'm already playing like a total asshole.
Good stuff.
So there you go.
You know what?
Yeah.
That ethos comes from somewhere. Shout outs to James.
That's right. Damn it. Oh man. But yeah. Any case.
Right. So I liked Vega at the start when I first started playing because I liked the move speed that allowed him to grab people. That was it.
Yeah.
I could do walk up grab really well.
Okay, fair enough.
And I could do like stand short tick into grab, right? So I like that, just from a sort of selfish perspective, I like that he might be like that kind of character.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really cool. And I think it'd be really cool if the two different sides of him played very differently. Like, what if Claw Vega
was more defensive?
No, like what if he's the mid-range character that we all expect, and then what if Clawless Vega is the command guard character and the pressure character?
Right.
So I think there's a lot of potential for really interesting stuff. And in the trailer, he did wall dive into punch dive into kick, whatever,
right,
into the hit,
the smack, right,
into the smack. And then linked out of that, it doesn't knock down. And then it looked like he comboed into roll. So I guess that it should mean that he doesn't have the horrible safety roll from SF4.
When he went off the wall and hit him and didn't knock him down, was he clawless or did he have a claw?
I believe he had a claw, but
because what if it was different?
Yeah.
What if he couldn't grab people off the wall unless he took off the claw?
Wow, that'd be kind of crazy.
So then if he went off the wall, he doesn't have the most broken option select. Like, people have talked about option selects since the beginning of time. Vega had the most broken option select since the beginning of time, automatically.
I don't know why in SF4 it's not jab, punt, jab
and short to throw, like hooligan roll and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm cool with that, but I don't care, but I don't know. I always wonder why they didn't do that.
People were saying he was clawless when he did that.
Was he clawless?
So maybe the clawless one doesn't knock down, and then the claw one knocks down. But seriously, in ST, this was a move that you hit the button, and if they weren't anywhere near you, you'd stab them and be safe.
You know what you always did? You always did the super motion. Because super didn't come out unless you actually grabbed.
Right.
And so you just always did the motion, and then you just press like toward or back and punch, and hey, whatever happens.
Vega was so good. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
like I said, that's basically the world's first real option select. Because you just hit the button, and if they were close enough, you throw them. If not, you stab them, you're safe.
You're safe, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And if they tried to come up into the air after you, you'd stab them. It's like, whatever, dude.
Early stabs.
So everyone is telling us they want to see the trailer. So
sure.
Keep talking while I bust that out. So
okay. Well, I'm happy to see Vega in, sort of. I'm not stoked to see returning characters in general. I mean, you know this. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that many returning characters, but to the extent that I have to, I want to see them be new and unique compared to themselves. So that's why I was happy with how Bison turned out. Even Ryu, I think, is relatively interesting. Nash, I like that he's new, and same with Birdie. But Vega, it sounds like he is so different that I'm happy to see him, And it's fine with me if he's called Vega and if he plays like some totally different character. I think that that's fantastic because it brings in people who are there for nostalgia, and it still allows people like me who want new stuff to be satisfied.
Right.
So I think it's a really good mix of the two. I'm happy about
it. Yeah, I mean, look, I haven't had any problems with what they did with Nash, for example.
Right.
I think Nash is really cool. I think he looks really fun. So, hang on a second. Let's grab this here. And people can see this right now. And it's only me on camera, I think.
Yep. Probably happened when you were typing stuff.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so let's play this and do you want to analyze it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's watch it through once and then we'll go back and analyze it. How's that?
Sure.
Okay, so let's do this here. Hopefully I don't have it on too loud. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, there we stuff.
All right.
Stuff.
So at the start there was that fierce I was talking about.
Right. There's a couple of interesting things in there actually. Now that I just noticed some stuff.
Oh man, it's gonna go on. It's gonna load the next one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Cancel. Haha. Hang on. Let me do one thing really quick, guys. I think this is the main key. Yeah, there we are. There's us. On the fly editing. Here we go of the stream graphics. You've probably seen people do this before. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and do this little by little. You're on camera now, by the way.
Got it.
I just threw us in there. So.
Hello.
All right, so let's restart this. So a couple of interesting things that I feel like I saw right away.
Okay.
So. Okay. So Vega here coming in.
Look how beefy he is.
Yeah,
so here's
right.
the fierce I'm talking about. See, it's canceled.
Oh yeah, and you're right. It looked like he put away his claw and
Yep.
linked after it.
Yep.
So it looks like you can combo.
At least for now, right?
Oh, interesting.
So that's probably crouching jabs.
Right, and then I guess that's his V skill, that little twirly thing that he's doing right there, huh? So if I go back, like watch here. Yeah, see that little spinny move here.
Yeah, it's a little spin, and then you can. It's called a matador turn.
Right there, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
see,
does
there's
not
no
have the
claw.
claw.
Right.
You're
Now,
right.
here's the interesting thing is when his claw's away, that must be when his roll ends in this kick.
I think it did otherwise.
Did it? Okay,
I believe so.
okay.
But you could see he just did wall dive into crouching jab into roll.
Oh, because he has no charge. He doesn't need a charge.
Right.
You're
So you can pilot yourself in there for the stab. I guess there's no claw, but the stab, and then do crouching jab into roll, and it doesn't matter that you were holding toward first.
And then very useless looking
Probably
alpha counter move there, V counter.
This though is the command grab.
Oh, this is the actual command grab.
Yeah,
you're right.
Gotta think it is.
Yeah, this is like the EX version of the command grab. The regular one might just be a backdrop or something like that. I'm not sure.
Who knows?
But there was again that V skill. So see, he has no claw on still.
Right.
And then he ends with that kick. So I'm starting to think that maybe he with the claw and he'll end with a stab, but without it he ends with a beautiful ballerina kick.
Let me see if that's described in this.
Sure.
It just says that he rams the opponent with a series of rolls and finishes with a heel drop. Doesn't say either way.
Okay.
I'm looking at
So
SRK's.
it's low forward. See, what's that mean? Is that maybe the matador? Maybe that's his V skill with the claw.
But it was EX.
With the claw. What's that?
It was EX.
Oh, it could be a special
He was
move.
yellow.
Yeah, that's right, huh? Yeah, right. And then this is the off the wall dive.
Ha, it's cross up. Sick. Well, actually,
again,
how about this
claw.
though? You know how Cammy's hooligan is never a cross up in this game?
Oh, is it? Was that how it worked?
Yeah, whatever side you start on, whatever side Cammy starts on, you always block against that, even if she goes to the other side.
Really? So in other words,
it's never a cross up.
You walk into it and block. If she goes to the other side and dive kicks.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Actually, if you literally turn around, you get hit by it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's confusing.
It's never a cross up. That's all I remember.
Okay,
I didn't get that much time with it.
I barely fought any Cammies. Like I was always the one using her, so I never saw which way anybody was blocking. So.
But anyway, maybe it's the same for Vega going off the wall.
That's true. And then you don't have to worry about that left-right mix-up, right? So yeah, there you go. Ooh, okay, again, and then into off the wall again. So he did off the wall, low jab, off the wall. And then he gets the juggle there. Then he activates his V trigger by throwing the rose and gets the stabby stab, which is a cool looking move. It looks like he's about to fly away into another country or something like that. Fly, the Vega airs. All right.
It looks like a cross up, but it's hard to know. Certainly. That has it has full screen range.
Yeah, no, and he could do it from the air. You saw that he did it while jumping, right? And here's the super fancy times. There you go. The claw.
So I think he looks cool.
No, I agree, actually.
That is to say, in gameplay. Although even the looks, like I said, I think it's...
So,
I don't have a problem with it.
Let me go back here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were complaining about that face right there.
Yeah, it's going to zoom in.
There you go. So
is that a problem for you? I don't know.
I don't know. He just looks funny to me. Like, there's something about him that looks a little off. I don't know.
I think it looks fine, to be honest. I don't have a problem with that face. It's not Katana or anything like that.
No, it's not like or Zatanna or Wonder Woman.
It's not Wonder Woman. That's for sure.
Okay. Okay.
I think it looks fine.
Yeah.
Although, maybe I saw some people are not happy about the hairstyle that he has, because it's the same, it's like more or less the same as Ken's.
Oh yeah, the banana hair, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest with you, like I feel like everything is spoiled by the Super Turbo headshots.
Oh, the Super Turbo is so good.
Super Turbo headshots.
What a pretty game, folks.
Seriously, like.
You're gonna put this on screen?
I'm gonna try to put
Yes.
this on screen here. Yeah. Where's the scroll bar? I can't see because the camera's blocking. There we go.
Look at that. That's just so sick.
I've always felt like the Super Turbo headshots are like some of the best drawings of all the characters.
Oh, 100%.
Like in anything.
100%.
You know what also has the best drawings of Street Fighter characters ever? Yoshihara Game. That's
Wow.
Right. There
Nice,
you go.
nice plug.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's purchasable from Split Frame. No.
Do you have... Just bring up the character select. The
Super
SD
Turbo
character
character select?
Yeah,
Okay.
While we're wasting time on
I'm
this.
curious where you're going with this.
I just wanted to see. No, I'm not going anywhere with it.
Sure.
I don't have any. Just wanted to look at it.
All right, let's go with this one here. It's kind of small. Are you
Oh, it's
okay with
tiny.
that?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, those are all good. Those are all good. Oh yeah, it's super small. Just zoom it. Just
Well, here,
roll your mouse wheel.
let me do something really quick. I'm gonna do this here.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
You guys get to see this in real time. Pow! There we go.
There you go. Yeah, look at those. Look at those. Oh my god. Every single one of those is genius.
Yeah, every single I remember the first time I saw these headshots, I was like, my God, they all look so good.
They all look so good. Even still,
good.
those are all really, really good.
Yeah. Oh,
I can't even pick my favorite, to be honest. Those are all awesome.
Dude,
all right.
I love the Zangief headshot.
The Zangief is excellent.
The Zangief is so good. I love that one. So yeah, but yeah. All right. Some people saying they look bad. I'm gonna ban them.
Yeah, ban them out. Ban.
Really quick. Banned. There you go. Done.
So that's Vega. Looking forward to seeing more of what he does. You're right that he's supposed to be playable this week because it's Gamescom over in Germany, and they're supposed to have more footage from him. Hopefully we get to see that soon. It'll be like Ken, where we found out about Ken, and then 2 days later.
Yeah, well, they said he's going to be. Yeah,
they
said he's going to play. So hopefully we'll get to see lots of footage of him because I'm really going to be curious to see how that goes.
Yeah,
so
for sure,
yeah.
for sure. I wonder if he has an actual flip kick. An actual defensive option.
Flip? Oh,
no, that's defensive option.
maybe. Because I mean, if that's the only thing he can do with his V counter, it'd be kind of interesting. Like he can't hit you, but he just gets away.
But very slowly.
Yeah. So,
that move looked like it's terrible.
I mean, the nicest thing about it was you would be doing it while they're still in the middle of their animation.
Right.
So it would give you a better chance of getting away.
But you could probably get baited super hard.
Dude, there's going to be 7,000 option selects on that. So we just jump roundhouse, do some move, but then if the game freezes for that, then you come out with something else.
Ooh, I got to look into that hit stop option select. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
That was the Alpha Counter 2, the Choi, the anti-Alpha Counter Choi trick in Alpha 2. Did you know about that?
Maybe I didn't. I don't,
really?
Or maybe I forgot. I don't know.
It's basically Alpha Counters are way too good in Alpha 2.
Right, very good.
I really, really hated those moves, right? But whenever they Alpha Counter, the game froze for a second.
Right.
Right? So logically, if you did low roundhouse with rear Ken, which was bufferable, if you just uppercutted after the bufferable frame left, you wouldn't uppercut. But if they alpha countered, you would uppercut their alpha counter.
Yeah.
So Choi basically invented that option select. I think they called it the Choi Versal. I really think that was the Choi Versal, basically. So he would just walk up to Ken's, because Ken's alpha counter was ridiculous in Alpha 2. It was that really long-reaching kick. So he'd hit you. So you just walk up low roundhouse, do a delayed uppercut. Low roundhouse, delayed, alpha counter, boom, he'd uppercut the alpha counter every time.
Good stuff.
So he was doing option selects back in Alpha 2. Option selects are in every fighting game.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost.
Yep.
So anyway, that's SF5 Vega.
Very cool.
You want to talk about Rash?
Yeah, so he wasn't the only character that was revealed recently.
That's right. So Rash is in Killer Instinct. Rash, James.
From Battletoads.
I don't think that needed any introduction.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was definitely one of the 3 cool Battletoads. The other 2 are...
Pimple and Zitz.
Okay, good job.
So when I saw Rash this morning, the first thing I thought of was, his name's Rash? And then I thought, what are the other ones' names? And in my mind, Pimple and Zitz popped in, and I was like, that's definitely wrong. There's no way that that's accurate. So I put this tweet out that was more or less about that, and everybody else was like, it's Pimple and Zitz. And then I can't be like, oh yeah, I knew that.
Right.
It's too late.
It's too late already. It's too late. No, you should have been totally like, dude, it's totally Pimple and Zitz, haha, and everyone would be like, that is their name. You're like, I know, that's why I said that.
Yeah.
That's totally what you should have said. Let me see if I can bust out some of the footage that they showed.
Battle Frogs. Battletoads. No, somebody put that in the chat.
Oh, Battle Frogs? Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Battletoads was a game in the 90s, and it was fun. Really fun, actually.
It was so,
and
the
hard.
thing is, so what happened was, what a lot of people don't realize is that a long time ago, video games had one gimmick. That was the end of the game. That was all you literally could do in a video game most of the time. It was like, here's your gimmick, let's stretch the gimmick out as much as we could. Then there were other games that started trying to break out of that, like Bayou Billy. I had talked about this on a stream a while ago, where, you know, there was the driving sequences, the gun sequences. Oh, it was, okay. And then they had the fighting sequences. Yeah. So it was like amazing at the time.
Right.
Then Battletoads came out and was like, hey, look, every stage is just completely different.
Right.
Like,
and you can do 6 stuff in all of them.
Yeah, like you're descending on ropes, now you're doing this, now you're doing that. It was really, really sick and creative. But then, of course, the legacy of Battletoads is that it is one of the hardest mother effing games ever made.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It is
for sure.
Such a hard game.
For sure.
Such a hard game. But, yeah.
So that's the game, if you're not familiar with it. It's from 20 years ago. So I think it's very fitting, longer than that probably, very fitting that KI gets it. Because it makes sense in terms of rights, in terms of who owns the rights, you know? Rights ownership. That fits well, but I just think that he fits really well with the game because there's all these bizarre characters in there anyway,
right.
And he's a throwback to the same time frame as original Killer Instinct.
Yeah, it's the same
a little
company.
bit earlier, but yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, right.
But I mean, it's interesting to me because Killer Instinct to me was always attempted to be very serious and very gritty
in the old
one,
yeah.
Right? And so it's kind of interesting that they're going this route. So I can definitely see the people who are mad about it, but I can totally understand the people who like it because I don't know. I mean, let's just put it this way: if Rash is in there. Come on, they're one, Kevin Bacon connection away from putting Billy and Jimmy in there from Double Dragon, right?
That'd be awesome.
Because there was Double Dragon versus Battletoads at one point in time. So here, I'm gonna bust out this video here for you guys. Here, it's very short and there's really not much to show here.
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
that was the preview.
Okay,
that was the previous.
We're all good.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, we're going. Let's see. It looks good. It's a tongue coming out. It turns into a big ball. Some follow-up in the air. He rides his bike.
He attacks you with that little water hovercraft thing.
Yeah,
that's
awesome. From the really frustrating level that everybody lost
on.
That's apparently his instinct mode. Is that he gets on the bike. And he can,
That's so sick.
And he can keep getting on bikes. Like he can use up the bike and then he can get on another bike during instinct mode. That's what I read.
That's so awesome, dude. That's pretty funny.
I think he looks really, really cool. He is well animated. I like it a lot. And even crazier news to me, obviously this is out of the blue to me. I had no expectation that this would come. Very strange news to wake up to. But like I said, I think that it fits.
Yeah.
What's even crazier is that he is playable.
Already.
He's out.
Yeah. Well, it's not official yet. He's still beta version right now.
Yes.
Right.
But you can play his beta version, I guess.
Right.
Today.
Only if you've already bought the rare replay game.
Yeah, if you spent money.
Yeah, if you spent money. Darn it, Nate forcing you to spend money for those betas, for those demos and stuff like that.
But isn't that crazy? They announce a character and the same day you can play him.
Dude, good job to
cool.
Jabali and Keats and everybody in the know just to be able to sit there and not say anything, about that.
You and I have talked about this, but I'm very impressed with Alex, with Jabali. Because he doesn't leak things.
You think he'd be the kind of guy who'd be like, yo, dude, I have this secret. Like, oh, I know this. I'm so cool because I know this information.
For sure.
I've had tons of friends like that. I hate them all, but,
But he is not. He really keeps his lips tight. It's good.
Good
It's
stuff,
good.
Good stuff.
We hung out with him at E3.
Yeah.
And we went out to dinner and everything, and we spent a couple hours. And he didn't bring up KI on PC the whole time. And, I was even trying to, I suspected, or I hoped.
Oh, really?
No,
Okay.
I just hoped, right? Everybody did. And so I kept trying to needle him, like, hey, is it coming out? What's going on?
Some people are saying that rare replay is not needed, but
I think you just have to spend money. I think if you've like bought the game, then you're good.
Right. Okay. You're just supposed to start Battletoads, get the "You've played Battletoads" achievement, and that's what gives it to you, or something like that. So, but yeah. But no, I mean, I think it's super cool, and announcing that season 3.
Right.
Is coming out now, so KI is going to continue with more characters. I heard someone say that Earthworm Jim is supposed to show up in the game. I don't know if that's true.
I saw Keats talking about that. He said it's a different rights owner.
Oh, okay.
There's some difference in there, so they can't do that. But season 3 is supposed to start in March.
Yeah.
March 2016, which means that it'll go for as long as I guess the other seasons have. They'll put out some characters and they'll have some support for it. I feel like that's later than I would have expected, because I just, like, Evo is in July. I don't know.
Here's my theory. That's when it's coming to PC.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
They're going to release it at the same time as PC, because then it's like, hey, here's a new game, here's new characters, get more people to play, right? So that's what I feel like is going to happen, because they said that it's not coming out till PC until 2016, right? So I'm guessing it's going to be around the same time. They could probably, and again, March seems to be the magical time now for fighting games, because I would bet bottom dollar right now that's when Street Fighter V is coming out.
In March, yeah.
Because that's when Final Round is, and that's where they always start the Capcom Pro Tour. So I'm sure they want to start the Capcom Pro Tour with Street Fighter V, right? And so I bet you KI, Iron Galaxy's going to do the same thing, start their KI Cup in March,
right?
All that stuff like that. March is going to be a very interesting fighting game time. Right. I believe. I feel like and this is what I've always wanted. Is to have proper seasons, and if everybody can be like, hey, fighting games will come out in March instead of coming out like a month before Evo, like Arxis has done 7,000 times to us. That'd be cool. It'd be rough, because then like 9 games are going to come out, and like how do you decide what to play? But it'll be interesting to see what happens.
It's quite a thought that developers and publishers are actually designing timeframes around Evo and even Final Round and
game schedules, and tournament schedules like that. Yeah.
But I that sounds reasonable to me, especially because we already know how much Capcom is focusing on Capcom Pro Tour. Like, it's in the background stage.
Right.
Of the first stage they showed for SF5. So.
Yeah. So there you go. Okay. Cool.
So those are a couple of new characters, and
it's good stuff, though. It's good stuff. Very exciting. Again, I mean, we've been saying this for the past few weeks. It's just a really cool time to be a fan of fighting games, because there's just a lot of cool things. I mean, I feel like fighting games have more exposure and more people talking about them in the last year than has been since like Street Fighter 2 first came out.
Yeah, it really feels like it's just on a different level than it was even just a couple years ago.
Yeah, and we'll get into that a little bit more when we start talking about some of Fish Sticks just revealed some numbers for Evo and stuff like that. Super impressive stuff. So.
Well, do you want to take a break?
Yes.
Let's take a break, and we will talk about that.
Yes.
As well as other stuff after this.
And more. Okay, be right back.